So we started doing the advertising. The first 3 months was very successful. I wrote down some numbers here for you. First quarters, we saw with just implementing what we've done on the training videos, 70% increase in sales, and then 40% increase in profitability on that sale. So we're like going, this is great. We've gone from something like 10K a month spend closer to say 1 to 2K spend, and managed to increase the profitability of the there. At the same time, though, at the moment, the gross sales is down, but I'm looking more at the profitability line and saying, well, wait a minute, we're growing the profitability line. And I still have this conversation myself, because we're always brought up to believe, the focus is always on sales. And throughout the course, I guess, I've now switched that focus to like, well, what is the profits? What we can see with the information, with the compass, that we're, the profits that we get every day. You can see straight away, can you, if it's working or it's not working, and you're starting to work, and then we're looking at the trends throughout the month. But that's now switched my focus way more into profitability.
Pattern in our industry around the infatuation with sales and revenue, which is important, but not necessarily profit. And so can you talk to me a little bit about how you used to think about that, and maybe how you have shifted in your thinking, and maybe also, as you say, spending less, maybe making less revenue, but having a higher profit on that? Like, how does that change things for the business?
Well, it's actually on the collagen side of the business, it's calmed things down. We don't have so much churn. I particularly noticed it in email flow from customers. So when we were doing high spend advertising and bringing customers in very quickly, with less profitability, also spending way more time dealing with the customers. It's a subscription business, so there's a lot of issues around about the subscription. Oh, can you hold my subscription? Can you increase it? Oh, can you ship it out today? I want to change it. Even though customers have complete access to being able to do this, they'll still come through and want to change things. And then, so there's a lot of churn. And then I've noticed now that, okay, so the orders that we send out now are higher average price. So we're sending out larger orders less frequently. So things have calmed down, and there just seems to be way less churn in the customer questions and issues. The agencies have their blueprint. Their methodology is, and it's everything that's is covered in the course, but it sort of crystallizes you in your own thoughts. When I'm looking back and going, okay, I was working with agencies. They want to take their 500 or their 1,000, a month. They're then focusing on, particularly the easiest one to measure is top line revenue. So that's where they're looking at growth sales, and then judging themselves on how well, actually more focused on how much money they can make out of that top line sale. I tried many different agencies, and I've just always come away just disappointed in the results. It just doesn't happen. You're just looking at it, and you can't even think that the correct decisions are being made. It's literally, okay, this is our cookie cutter approach. We'll do this, we'll do that, and then see if it's going to work. And actually, I really got no cases where I can say it did work. I ended up parting company with all of the agencies. The amount of work you guys put in is enormous. The sheer volume of videos and the depth of the detail in the video, each one. So that was one surprise, I think. The second thing is, and Daryl's the one that we were seeing all the time, blown away by his ability to actually see his sharpness on everything. I'm listening to him talking to other clients. I'm listening, when I'm talking, or asking questions, but it's just that his sheer depth of understanding of the program, you know, definitely comes through. There's no hesitation from him when you ask, if somebody asks a question, you know, he sees over all the detail. So that was, it's refreshing to have, you know, someone that's so invested and knows so much detail about the whole of the program. I do feel I've come away with a structure. I've got a process now. Prior to that, it's really haphazard, a bit of luck. You're trying different things, but now I feel like I got a structure. Okay, I know what to do. I'm doing an angle. I'm doing a creative. I'm putting it in place. I'm putting it into the chart. You know, I'm analyzing it and following it through, and then looking at the numbers to see if it worked or not, and then modify and just keep going around that loop. So that was one thing that really I came away with.